Welcome to the Invasion Unknown YouTube channel. Unidentified aerial phenomenon headline news database.
What is that?
Six on Your Side had their boots on the ground tonight. After dozens of distant sightings, we had two back-to-back close encounters of the mysterious drones that flew less than 100 feet above our heads.
What? It's a V. It's got a V. It's like, what the heck?
Most drones we saw stayed well away, hundreds of feet in the air, and were moving around 50 miles an hour, according to Deputy Kennenbeck.
It definitely raises curiosity because it's something I've never seen either. Patrolling the county, it's dark and you see stars all the time. You see something in the sky that looks different. Definitely raises curiosity.
Then, back to back. Two drones we believe to be between 4 and 6 feet flew close enough over our heads we could hear this.
That is wild. That one looked bigger too.
We adjusted the brightness and contrast and slowed down the video, and it appears to be plane shaped. Witnesses we spoke to are not fearful, even though they say as soon as they pulled out cameras, the drones would turn off their lights and move away. They just want to know why they're hovering and flying over rural farmland only at night.
A strange phenomenon has people in western Nebraska talking.
Groups of drones have been flying over in the evenings and no one knows who's controlling them. Here's a look at what's new at 10 o'clock.
I am so creeped out. Like, it's so scary to think that these drones can just fly and do whatever they want and there's nothing we can do about it.
Quite the mystery in parts of Nebraska. For over a week, large drones have been spotted flying overhead during the evening hours.
And that one's probably about a 4-foot drone, and these definitely look like the wingspan is a lot wider on them.
Sometimes in large groups. Sean saw them near Wallace, that's just south of North Platte.
But you started seeing one, and then pretty soon you start seeing them just flying a grid pattern straight east to west.
The sightings began in Colorado and seem to be working their way east. I spoke to Devin from Gibbon, that's just east of Kearney. She and her husband have spent a couple evenings spotting the drones with local deputies.
And so the sheriff stood out there with us for probably another 20 to 30 minutes, and the three of us were pointing them out to each other.
So far, no one knows who is operating them. The Chase County Sheriff's Office says they have been in contact with the Department of Homeland Security, the FAA, and the FBI.
Good evening, I'm Jennifer Griswold. Unexplained mystery drones have been popping up in Colorado and western Nebraska skies for a couple weeks. Now it looks like they're making their way east towards Sarpy County. Reporter Ruta Olsenida has more on this mystery that not even the Federal Aviation Administration can explain.
There's been multiple reports in Colorado, in western Nebraska, and now it's made its way to Sarpy County. Giant, unexplained drones swarming the night sky.
A Papillion resident reported seeing several drones flying in unison Friday night, like this one in Yuma County, Colorado. This comes as Colorado and now multiple parts of Nebraska have also been dealing with these mystery drones.
Most interesting part is that those drones were flying at night, and the people don't really know what they are doing there, and no feedback from federal agencies, local government, and nobody really knows what's going on there.
The mystery drones are reportedly 6 feet in length. If the drones happen to be over 55 pounds as well, they technically could be considered to be aircraft.
If that's a legal registered drone, if you shoot it down, you are essentially shooting an aircraft down. So that's definitely illegal.
Registered or not, it's going to be dangerous. And these, the batteries that these things have are very flammable. I think people are concerned, especially people that aren't familiar with drones and the technology.
Reporting in Omaha, Ruta Olsenida, 3 News Now.
Out earlier today that they are working with several sheriff's offices, local police departments, and federal authorities to figure out who is behind the drone activity.
If anyone really knows what's going on with the mystery drones over eastern Colorado, you figure it would be the FAA. Look closely, though, at the FAA's statements about this situation, and it sure looks like they either don't know what's going on or they don't want us to think they know what's going on. The FAA has gone from saying little to virtually nothing. Last Friday, December 27th, an FAA spokesman said they had no FAA drone reports in Colorado matching this. The FAA referred us to the military, suggesting they truly were in the dark. Monday, December 30th, we asked whether the operators had filed the required FAA permits. Another FAA spokesman said he didn't have any knowledge about the type of operation that allegedly took place. Again, wording that implies that the FAA could not even confirm the drone sweeps. Later that day, December 30th, the FAA said, "We're in contact with local law enforcement, but we don't have any concrete information to act on at this time." Again, a suggestion that even the FAA does not know who's buzzing the Eastern Plains.